was My Little Pony, My Little Pony.
I don't know. White privilege. I just don't see it.
You know what you need?
What are these?
White privilege glasses. Helps you see the world the way we do.
Hey everybody, I'm Riley, and I get this question a lot. Wait, so you're a girl? You're a trans woman? But you're also non-binary? How is that possible? I thought non-binary meant neither woman nor man. How can you be both? That's the polite version. Usually it's not so polite. But the explanation for this is actually really simple. It just involves adding one word to your definition of non-binary. The common misconception is that a non-binary person is neither a man nor a woman. But actually, a non-binary person is someone who is neither strictly a man nor a woman. It's not that non-binary people can't be men or women, it's just that they're not just men or just women. They're not binary men or binary women. Right, because they're aliens. That's not a very nice thing to say. No, like the good kind of aliens, like Kryptonians, like Superman or Supergirl. Not like War of the Worlds kind of aliens. They just have superpowers. No, you can't tell them. No, we totally don't have superpowers. That's not true at all. But our genders do come in a pretty wide range because non-binary is just an umbrella term for a whole range of gender identities. It can include people who are agender, gender fluid, gender flux, gender queer, androgen, nutoi, demigirl, demiboy, and so on. And because gender is such a personal thing, everyone experiences it differently. So someone might feel that they're more of a man on one day, but then more agender on another day. Because gender is a spectrum, and you don't have to identify on that spectrum, or even stay in the same place on that spectrum all the time. For me, I feel like I'm far enough to the girl side of the spectrum to consider myself a girl, but I also feel kinda gender neutral. It's like my gender just floats around that general side of the spectrum. So there are a lot of ways I could describe that. I could say trans feminine, or femme non-binary, or just non-binary woman. I don't feel like a binary trans woman, but I also don't feel like the word non-binary fully describes my experience. I'm like right in the middle, and it turns out there's not one perfect word to describe someone in that part of the spectrum. So the next question that generally comes up is my pronouns. How can I be non-binary if I use she, her pronouns? Well, I'd love it if there was a specific pronoun for my part of the spectrum. If there was a pronoun that was in between she, her, and they, them, I would use it, but that just doesn't exist. I do like they, them pronouns. I have no problem with people referring to me that way. I just generally tell people that my pronouns are she, her for the sake of simplicity. It involves less explaining, less arguing, less trying to convince them that those are legitimate pronouns. And also, I just like the feminine feeling of being called she or her.
Hello Internet, white guy here, so I'm pretty sure that means you have to listen. I'm also straight, I'm cis, I'm not poor now, and that pretty much means that I'm as privileged as you can get, which guarantees that I will not be stop and frisked, and that I'm boring as shit. I've been dumped a lot. This doesn't have to do with misandry, this has to do with either A, I was a shitty boyfriend, B, she wanted to move on. C, it kind of like started off really exciting and then sort of morphed into this friendship and we were both kind of like, I know what's happening. And then we ended things. And it's okay, c'est la vie. Do men have problems too? Yes. Do custody battles often favor women? Sure. But sometimes fathers are assholes. Also, if I pushed a tiny human out of my vagina, I might want home court advantage as well. Home court being my vagina. I'm sorry. Does male rape happen? Yes. Should we talk about it more? Yup. Do I know any feminists who don't care about that issue? No. Does rape culture affect more men than women? No. I can go out jogging at night by myself without fear of being attacked. I don't have to walk to my car using the buddy system with my keys tucked in between my knuckles like a fist weapon. I don't have to bring my drink to a disgusting bar bathroom, covering it with my hand so I don't get poisoned when all I wanted to do was go out for a night with my friends. I can walk down the street without hearing, "Hey, nice cock!" And if I don't respond to said Shakespearean proposal by getting onto my knees, I'm not called a prude, stuck up, a bitch, or for some weird reason, a lesbian.
Hi, I'm Tasha. I'm a domestic violence and assault survivor who lives with PTSD, and I made this video for fellow survivors of rape, sexual assault, and abuse who are reminded of their trauma right now because the new president-elect is an accused rapist who has bragged about sexually assaulting women on tape and often exhibits abusive behavior. So I made this video with 6 ideas for how to find relief and strength right now and help us process this current environment. Number 1 is to recognize that however you're feeling, it's valid. Not everyone will understand why this is such a hard time for us, but someone else's truth is not your truth, and the most important person to validate your experience is you. Idea number 2 is to keep self-care consistent. It's going to be a lot easier to cope with the world around us if we commit to making sure we're eating enough food, drinking enough water, and getting enough sleep.
It was My Little Pony.